This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
On the left, they're going to make a big swing to try to free him up. Air pressure adjustment, 4 tires and fuel, and he'll get out just in front of Kyle Busch. They crisscross as the Dollar General Toyota gets in. Kyle hits it right on the marks. The crew goes around. They're doing right side tires. You can see fuel going in. They're working on this thing. Kyle changes gears. They come around, and as he's going to do that, the yellow is going to come out.
Miguel
Did the yellow come out, guys?
Yeah, Miguel Paludo spun coming onto pit road. They're still waiting to put the yellow out. It's still green flag. No yellow. They have not cleared yellow out. Miguel Paludo slid trying to get onto pit road. DW talked about it earlier, a difficult pit road to get onto. There's damage to that truck. He spun right in front of the 30 of Todd Bodine as Bodine was coming onto pit road.
Yeah, it was a big one. 3 of them trying to get down there at one time, and there was such a disparity in speed that they ran over each other.
It looks like a little damage to the front of that truck, Ray.
Absolutely, Rick. And Todd just came on and said, I love the way the Highline's doing. They said, take a look at the front. 4 tires and an air pressure adjustment for Todd.
Onto pit road, the 7 of Miguel Paludo. It's a hard left turn coming off of turn 4, and there's also a transition from the banking onto the flatter pit road surface.
Here's Timothy Peters. They take a tear off. He leaves pit road. Watch this
now.
Gas can. And I think the gas man grabbed that can at the last second and did not allow it to go over the line.
Yeah, but here's where the trouble started. That's a hard lick there that Todd got into the back of the Miguel. 7 truck right there, Miguel. And that
was Bodine making that contact and made the 7 go around.
Yeah.
Second caution has just come out here at Nashville Superspeedway on lap 76, just as we had passed the halfway point. The 32 having problems. Brad Sweet, you see the damage to the right front of that truck. The smoke coming out before he actually had that damage. So a little bit of right front problem.
I think he may have scraped the wall, and that may have caught that right front tire down, and that's when we saw the result of that.
Yeah, just looking at the truck. I mean,
the number 3 truck got loose. He's on the high side now, but they gained track position by doing 2 tires.
Trouble! There goes Austin Dillon. Dillon was on the inside.
Hold the brake.
No contact yet. He slides.
Hold the brake. Hold the brake.
Everybody's going to miss him.
That is unbelievable. How those guys all missed him, I will never know.
He's running 5th, and he spins out in front of the entire field, and nobody hits him.
And he doesn't hit anything. He didn't hit the wall.
Yeah.
But that truck was not very good on that restart. He was really loose going down in the corner.
Come easy. Don't let it tear the fenders off of it.
He's afraid that he's got a tire down.
Go easy. 4 tires, guys.
Take a look what just happened on the inside of Nelson Piquet Jr.
He's just going to he chases it up the hill just a little bit. He gets a little bit loose there. He has to move up the racetrack. He makes contact with Nelson Piquet, but he was already going around when that happened.
Yeah, but look at all these trucks. Left, right, right at him right there. And everybody makes it through, slides back down the hill. Goodness gracious, that was close.
With the luck that Brendan Gaughan and the South Point Toyotas had this year, I thought maybe Austin was going to slide right up in front of Brendan. Brendan had committed to the outside, but that we're going to actually be able to work in this building here in a couple of months.
Herman.
Yeah, you see right here, Johnny Sauter reeling back in his crew chief, his teammate, Matt Cranston, and Johnny Sauter is less Rick. Turn 4, guys.
Yep, we got a spinner. That's Nick Hoffman in the 63. And
goes
the 62
around the Brendan
Gaughan goes around out of turn 4.
Yeah, Brendan was caught by the 63.
Let's keep it rolling.
I think Brendan saw the wreck and checked up.
Good, turn 3.
Looks like most of the damage is behind the rear tire on that South Point Toyota.
Again, the 63 of Nick Hoffman spun coming off of turn number 4. You see damage to the right rear of the 62 of Brendan Gaughan.
There's where Nick made contact with Brendan.
Serious damage to the 63 truck.
One of the crew members is pointing to the wall. They're going to put that truck behind the wall.
Let's see what happened here, Phil.
And I looked up, and he was sideways over in turn number 4. Nick was. You see him. Cole Witt's going to slide up the racetrack, gets loose, makes contact with Nick.
Boy, nice job by David Starr. He gets through, and Brendan was trying to get through. Just the 63 came down and clipped him.
95% of this race, Brendan Gaughan has run the outside line, and he goes to the inside there and gets clipped.
Well, I think this is what he saw up ahead, though. He saw the 60 get into 63. Man, it's pretty hard contact for Brendan's truck as well.
There's Jason White. You see, he sees it up ahead. He gets on the brakes, and he was just far enough back from Brendan. He was able to get on the brakes and stop and try to determine which way Nick Hoffman was going to go.
Here's the way it was all started. Cole Witt bumps into that 63.
Yeah, certainly not intentional. We saw him get a little bit loose, and he was off the throttle for sure.
Was able to make it stick.
Here he comes one more time. Let's see if Kyle Busch can make the move. They go through the triangle into turn number 1.
Well, you
Hornaday
notice,
has to go up the track a bit now.
You notice Ron didn't cut him off.
Hornaday stays up wide. Here comes Busch. Can he take the lead back on the inside? They're door to door down the backstretch.
Got Timothy Peters lurking behind him.
And a spinner.
Max Pappas.
In turn number 2, they get turned around. That's Max Pappas, and the caution will come out once again.
Now that's going to be a call right there, because Kyle going down the back was maybe a fender out in front of Ron there. We'll see how the NASCAR calls it.
They'll review it. They'll go back to the previous loop. But when the caution flag came out, that's what will determine who will lead this race on the restart.
Guys, it doesn't matter. We get to do the restart again. They'll start side by side.
Well, the guy that's leading is in control of the start. That's where it really does matter.
Yep. So Max Pappas gets turned around in turn number 2. This is 3 wide racing as they go into turn 1.
2 more teammates.
Yep.
Another teammate, Brendan Gaughan on the outside.
Max comes down there. Brad Sweet was there. Just a slight bit of contact. Elliott Sadler does a great job getting by on the inside.
Oh, wow.
Very close call there.
I've never seen so close a call that I've seen tonight.
Jamie Dick did a nice job avoiding that.
Ready?
The field 2 by 2 coming back to the green flag. Hornaday back in the gas. Green flag back in the air. Kyle Busch a little slow off the restart.
Hornaday nailed it. He got him.
How about Timothy Peters? Kyle's going to drive back by on the outside. He's going to hold that throttle down.
Here comes the momentum of the 18. Kyle Busch rockets out of turn number 2. He'll look to the inside. Can he make the pass?
Payback. Payback. Here I come. Just like you.
Still there?
Kyle Busch
Inside you up the hill.
holds it down on the yellow line as they go through 3 and 4. He comes out through the triangle. 2 laps of racing to go.
Nelson Piquet is making his way around to Timothy Peters in the 17 as they go to turn 1.
Nelson Piquet Jr. takes 3rd away from Timothy Peters. He runs the high line. Now they're side by side.
Gets a nice run off turn 2 over there. Got some momentum down the back. Goes by the 17 of Peters.
James Buescher also passing on the outside of that 88 of Matt Crafton. This time, coming out of turn number 4 and into the triangle. Kyle Busch will see the white flag go in the air. One more time around.
You think Kyle Busch was on a mission after he lost that lead to Ron Hornaday?
Oh, yes. No question about it.
Now Hornaday trying to hold off the 8 of Nelson Piquet Jr. A great run.
Hornaday got loose.
A bobble by the 33. Down to the inside goes the 8 of Nelson Piquet Jr. They race down the backstretch for 2nd.
Here comes the 17. He's taking a look underneath of Ron Hornaday.
Nelson Piquet Jr. trying to hold it on the bottom of the racetrack. Way up the track goes Hornaday. Timothy Peters is going to take 3rd away. Coming through the triangle, it's Kyle Busch winning at Nashville.
They come 3 wide across the line, 23-4, and I think it was Cole Witt. Man, that was a race.
Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. Awesome job, Eddie DeHutt. Way to wheel that thing, Mr. Busch. That's awesome.
26th career win in just his 89th start in the Camping World Truck Series.
You know, I wonder, that guy finishing 2nd, Nelson Piquet Jr., I wonder if we're witnessing a star being born right here in NASCAR.
Well, he did a great job tonight. Watch this. Watch these guys coming to the line.
Cole Witt on the outside.
Ricky Carmichael, Jason White down there, and he's on the apron.
Right at the stripe. It is too close to call. Jason White, Ricky Carmichael, and Cole Witt. Our scoring monitor has White in front of Carmichael.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.